Shooter, you shot me in the heart. And I've been dying since we've been apart. Oh, shooter, I don't think I'm gonna make it. See, I'm just as good as dead. I'm good as dead. Whoa, girl, you shot me down to my knees, yeah. Since you took your love from me, and I'm holding on to the hopes that you will return. Although I feel I've lost you forever, I will believe that you still love me. Girl, say you do, say you do, say you do, say you still love me, shooter, yeah. You shot me in the heart, oh yeah. I've been dying since we've been apart.
Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I am your host, Sexy Pieces. Welcome to Pieces of the Puzzle. We are about to discuss the conversation that I had with the attorney, Bruce Rivers. Bruce Rivers is a defense attorney and he is awesome. Everything you guys see on his YouTube channel, he is the exact same way in person. So salute to you, Bruce. Shout out to you, Bruce, and thank you so very much for answering some of my questions that I had into regards to R.Kelly. Okay, I had some questions for Bruce, so I took it to the proper authorities, so that way we can get some proper understanding for educational purposes only. He is not my attorney. He does not represent me in any shape, form, or fashion. He does not give me legal advice. He only educated me on some legal understanding. So with that being said, his entire YouTube channel link will be in the description at the end of this video. You'll be able to find all of his contact information in the description, and I would advise you guys to go over and subscribe to his channel if you have not already. Bruce Rivers is a defense attorney, and he is an amazing one at that. So before I get further into this commentary, I just gave you guys my quick disclaimer on Bruce Rivers. He does not represent me in any shape, form, or fashion. He is not my attorney, and he is just a YouTuber that I been following, and I noticed he does a lot of legal breakdowns. And so I reached out to him so I can ask some questions as it pertains to R.Kelly. There was a few questions that I asked, and he was able to answer for me. And I'm going to continue to reach out to him and see if I can actually hire him to just be my legal teacher, okay, for educational purposes only, not for legal matters, okay? Anyway, with that being said, again, shout out to Bruce Rivers, and all that information will be in my description. Now, welcome everybody to my channel. I appreciate you guys for coming on in. Take a few minutes for everybody that's just now coming in. Please hit the like button, okay? Just hit the like button, because over here, we are going to break down R. Kelly's case as we have for the last few years, one piece at a time. And with that being said, I want to just share with you guys who Bruce is. Okay, so here he is on the screen. This is the attorney Bruce Rivers. Okay, he got his little qualified verified check. He's certified. He has over 477,000 subscribers. And like I said, he is a criminal lawyer. He does breakdowns. He did the Travis Scott breakdown. Everything you guys could think of, from another Minnesota police incident, rumors about Gucci Mane. I mean, he is so down to earth. He's just as ordinary as each and every one of us, you know, and I just, you know, hey, you know, the vibe is right. We got along. He is so cool. Like, I mean, we laughed, we giggled. I edited the conversation just to get to the specifics, which is the questions and the answers. All the small fun chat we had would not be for televised, because like I said, this is for educational purposes only. I just wanted to show you guys something really, really quickly.
Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal. And it's gonna react. So snitching.
Hi, this is Bruce Rivers. Welcome to another episode of Criminal Lawyer Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers, board-certified criminal defense lawyer. And first of all, I want to thank everybody for logging in. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. And if you saw our recent post on Instagram, we just recently got a guy out of jail.
Okay, so I'm going to pause it because I just wanted to just really give y'all a few seconds and snippets of who Bruce Rivers is. Like I said, he's super, super cool. I got a chance to, speak with him by phone. And so I wanted to share the information with you guys. So with that being said, thank you to everybody that's coming on in. Welcome to my channel. I am your host, Sexy Pieces. Welcome to Pieces of the Puzzle channel. Over here, we put together celebrity lives, hot topics, trending topics, news you can use one piece at a time. If you haven't already, subscribe. Please subscribe. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. Do it now. Not now, but right now. And let's get into some content. Okay. So here is how things went with Bruce and myself. Okay. So here we go.
Yes, hello, hi, I was looking for Bruce Rivers.
You got it right now.
Hi, Bruce, how are you? Maybe like for educational and understanding purposes.
What's your question?
Okay, so this was just wanted to let you guys hear that, you know, this is a real call. I played it from there, and now I'm going to give you guys the authorization.
Do you mind if I share with them this conversation?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. So now, with that being said, you guys heard that, and now we're going to get into some Q&A.
Like for educational and understanding purposes.
What's your question?
Okay, and just before I go further into this content, I just want to just say, because I have reached out to so many people, and you guys are my witnesses who's been following this platform since the beginning, that I've reached out to different people. Some people want to talk to you about R. Kelly. Some people don't want to talk to you about R. Kelly. If you're not on the narrative side that's going against R. Kelly, then usually I get a lot of backlash, like they don't want to talk to me. People just kind of like hang up the phone. They're just very, very rude. So in this situation, before even telling him I was discussing R. Kelly, I just wanted to just give him a scenario without saying who it was so I can get a better understanding. But once we got down to the point where, okay, you're talking in circles, I'm going to need to know who this person is, that's when the comfort level built. And then I said, okay, this is about R. Kelly. And then from there, you'll see what you see, but hey, we're gonna play this content. So let's get into it. Just give you guys some understanding as to what's about to take place. So here we go.
Like, if you're incarcerated, can anyone file a grievance on behalf of an inmate?
Oh, that's a good question. Tell me what's going on.
Okay, so there's a situation where there's a celebrity who was recently convicted, and the supporters and some people who claim to be relatives of the celebrity, as supporters, are saying that they're putting that they have put in grievance on behalf of the way that the trial was mishandled, and they feel that there was done that was illegal. So can someone like a supporter on the outside don't have any real attachment to the celebrity? Can anyone file a grievance?
Well, you mean you're talking about?
Wait, let me pause it because I want to make sure you guys can all hear what's going on. Can you guys hear okay? Do I need to check my sound? Because I want to make sure you guys hear this, okay? Because this is very, very important so we can, as supporters, those who are really here for the vindication of R.Kelly, that we know, what to get our understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fun and dandy to, watch different bloggers talk about the case and everything. But when you are able to reach out to, people who have a better understanding, then, you get understanding. If you don't talk to the right people and we're just talking amongst each other and none of us have law degrees, then we're assuming, we're making assumptions, we're just trying to conclude something. We just want answers, you know what I mean? So I took it a step further to say, you know what, let's do it this way. So to me, this is the better route because we're getting it from a criminal defense attorney, and he is not giving me legal advice, but just giving me education and understanding purposes. Kind of muffled. How about now? Sound check? Let's do a sound check before we move further. Sound check. If this is better, let me know this is better. Is it still muffled? How's that sound, y'all? Okay, let's go back to the beginning of that then. I'll start it over. Let's run it back. Okay. All right, let's see how this sounds. Tell me if you guys hear this better.
What's your question? Like, if you're incarcerated, can anyone file a grievance on behalf of an inmate?
Oh, that's a good question. Tell me what's going on.
Okay, so there's a situation where there's a celebrity who was recently convicted, and the supporters and
this sounds better.
Some people who claim to be relatives of the celebrity, as supporters, are saying that they're putting that they have put in grievance on behalf of the way that the trial was handled or mishandled, and they feel that there was things done that was illegal. So can someone like a supporter on the outside don't have any real attachment to the celebrity? Can anyone file a grievance? I guess.
Well, you mean you're talking about the way the court handled this case?
They were trying to. The allegations are that there were people that the attorneys was associating with that they shouldn't have been associating with, and so there was so many things that the people, that whoever filed the grievance is accusing the supporters and other organizations of assuming terrorists, but that they somehow caused this conviction to take place. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't quite follow that.
Exactly.
I know, it doesn't make sense to me either, and that's why I'm trying to make sense of it. Okay, so there's this, let me see if I can, I don't want to.
See, I was trying to not tell him who I was speaking about in terms of R. Kelly at this point, because again, soon as you say R. Kelly, they usually don't want to even answer questions. So that's the reason it was like that at first, but it's going to get better as of now. Because I got to give up who I'm talking about.
Okay, so it says that there was three very serious official attorneys. Okay, 3 grievance complaints were filed against 3 of a celebrity's attorneys, alleging that at least 2 members of the celebrity's legal team allowed members of a cyber-based domestic terrorist organization to infiltrate and hijack celebrity federal case.
Let's take it one step at a time.
Okay.
Celebrity that we're talking about.
The celebrity is R.Kelly.
Okay, so about R. Kelly?
Yes.
You hear his long little pause, y'all, okay? But again, shout out to Bruce, because even after he still, talked to me. But I'm going to continue to play this content.
So
it was a long pause.
People are saying that they allowed...
He had to take a cough, a pause. it was getting real, y'all. Like I said, and shout out to Bruce, because again, everybody is not such a stand-up person that want to even talk to you when it comes to this case. But I'm thankful that he was respectful enough to have this conversation with me. Okay, so here, let me continue playing this content. Pieces. Wait. Let me go back. So I don't want to cut through him talking.
Domestic terrorist to hack into his defense?
Pretty much. That's what the allegation is being said, yes.
How so?
And to hijack R. Kelly's federal cases, also alleging how R. Kelly's lead attorney in his New York trial was actually illegally inserted into the trial as a secret member of the R. Kelly terrorist network.
What are you reading?
I'm reading something that someone that's following the R. Kelly's case, he has claimed that he had filed 3 separate grievances on R. Kelly's attorneys, stating that
let me stop you right there. Whatever you're reading, it's bullshit. Nonsensical bullshit. It's somebody that's out there who wants to have some importance, having a blog or whatever the fuck they do. You just can't trust everybody that you see out there.
Right. So basically, the person who's making these allegations is full of shit, and you can't trust everything y'all hear out here in these blogs. And then, you know what I'm saying? So that's why it's important to do your research, do your homework. Don't take just what I'm putting right here on my platform as your confirmation. This can be one to many confirmations depending on who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because you can have it like, okay, you've already had confirmation that you already know things that's being said out here is false. But then here it is, you have it to where here's a legal attorney that's given educational understanding to the things that are being said out here that is bullcrap. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to go back again and let him repeat what he said without being interrupted.
Whatever you're reading, it's bullshit. It's 100% nonsensical bullshit. If somebody that's out there who wants to have some importance, like a blog or whatever the fuck they do, you just can't trust everybody that you see out there.
Correct. So here's the thing. I am a real live criminal defense lawyer. Okay? That's what I do. And I'm not just a YouTuber. This is what I do. I go to trial. I win a lot of cases. I lose some cases, but nobody can win every case. Anybody that tells you they win every single case they've ever tried is a liar. Okay? Okay. So whatever you're reading on the internet it's just not true. And this person, whoever he is, saying that he submitted a grievance on R.Kelly's behalf, has no standing to do so. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I want a clear understanding of standing from my audience.
Standing is like when you have dog in the fight. So let's say I sue my ex-wife for punching me in the nose, and you feel bad for me. You know me, but you don't really know me. Okay, and you want to interject, and so you sue on my behalf as well. Well, you wouldn't be able to collect anything, or you wouldn't be able to sue on my behalf because you wouldn't have standing. Standing means where you're a party, for example, to an action. So and it means you're involved. So the only people that would have any standing would be R.Kelly himself and the federal government. Was his even a federal case?
Yes.
I don't think it was even a federal case. It was federal. It was. It was federal. It was for the New York trial. That was the RICO. Not the sexual assault one in Chicago. No, that's not happening yet. That's coming in August. It's happening. Yeah. Right. All right. So can I ask my second question? Yeah.
He is so fun. Let me tell y'all, this man, when I asked him, can I ask my next question? Because mind you, that was my first question, y'all. Okay, it was a little long. Thank y'all for bearing with me. If you guys are liking this content so far, take the moment out and just hit the like button. I appreciate it. Thank you for those pieces. Every like is a piece. So hit the like button. Pieces. Now here's where his little jokes come in at. Like I say, he's really, really funny. He's a super cool attorney. And again, please go check him out. His YouTube information will be in my description, to go please check him out. I had maybe 3 or 4 questions, but here's his joke. I kept this one in for y'all, but the rest I might cut out. Let's see.
Oh no, you're on the second one, so that's fine. Go ahead. Okay. So the most important one that I want to ask you out of the 4 that I did have was, can you explain to me what it means to substitute counsel?
Before he goes into substitute counsel, I do want to make my own corrections. I was not far off from what I gave you guys the other day what substitute means, but he's going to give us the actual clearer understanding of what substitute counsel means. Okay, he's going to give us a clear understanding on all of that. So here we go.
So let's say I can tell you exactly probably what happened. So R.Kelly has got his lawyers, right? And let's say he's not paying his lawyers. And his lawyers say, you got to pay me. And he says, well, I don't have any money. Well, and they say, okay, then get yourself a new lawyer. And so a lawyer comes and just takes over for the case because, it's R.Kelly, I'll do it for nothing. For the notoriety, some people think that, which is just a dumb thing to do. Anyway, so a new lawyer, for whatever reason, a new lawyer comes into the case, they substitute in. And so substitute counsel is one lawyer replacing another. Okay. And it could be for a variety of reasons. Most common one is that either one of two. Either somebody ain't getting paid or there's a falling out. They don't like the way something's handled. And the latter is probably, the latter one that I just said is probably the more common one. How is it connected to a counsel that would substitute counsel? What is the difference between substituting and withdrawal from counsel? Well, okay. So the guy who is the new lawyer is the substitute counsel. The guy who who's the old lawyer, is withdrawing. That makes sense?
Yes.
Yeah, it does, because it's substituted one for the other. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's how that part went. Now, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, hold on.
Substitute counsel. The guy who is the old lawyer is withdrawing. That makes sense? Yeah, it does, because it's substituted one for the other. Exactly. Mm-hmm. No, I said I'm quick. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I just wanted to compare the substitute for the counsel. And is it common for someone to substitute after conviction before sentencing? Sure, that happens all the time. It's because, I guarantee it, it's because he's not having confidence in his lawyers. And he's thinking, you guys fucked me over, blah, blah, blah. And really, that's probably not even true. But that's the feeling he's got, so he's going to go with it. And then, you know, and I think it sometimes looks bad when you do that, but I just did it in case because they're so disillusioned with their lawyer. But is that normal for the lawyer to not go through the sentencing thing and switch up and substitute out like that? Well, a judge would not let him do that unless there was a good reason to do it. Okay. Okay. So, and the reason might be he got fired. So R.Kelly probably fired him. That would be my guess. Got it. That makes sense. Okay. I don't know if you for my final question, but I have it for you. It's
I think this is where Joe comes.
So hang on. Let me get ready. Okay, now I'm ready. I so love your energy. It's like the same on camera. Okay, so if a judge requests a trial hearing due to suspecting of the conflict of interest between the client and the client's female associate who once turned on the client and now became a victim, and then the other one is to become a witness to the client, to the defendant. And the judge requests a refill here because the attorney is communicating with her client, the one who turned on the client and the one who's going to be testifying to the client. And then the judge finds that the allegations of a conflict of interest to be true. Does the judge give the choice to the defendant if he wants to keep the attorney who is the conflict of interest on record, or is it the judge's position to remove that attorney from record because of the finding? So are you saying that one of the people claims to be now a victim and was a lawyer? No. So R.Kelly, remember the two alleged girlfriends that he was dating upon his arrest, one of them turned victim after he was incarcerated, maybe 2 to 3 months down the road from him being incarcerated. One of them remained as his current girlfriend today and was going to testify on his behalf, but the two girls had another attorney representing them while he was incarcerated before one flipped to try to obtain benefits that was alleged owed to them. And so they had their own attorney. Their attorney told R.Kelly's attorney to not communicate with those girls because, they're represented by them now. But his attorney continued to communicate with those two ladies, and one turned up and flipped on R.Kelly, which one didn't. And so the judge got wind of it, and it became a conflict of interest because now his counsel has to potentially cross-examine the one who flipped, and now she can't cross-examine. That's something their own ruling on. And that's not something I don't think that the judge. That's a problem. You can't be communicating with a represented party. That's a real no-no. Okay. So, but before she flipped, the attorney was in communication. Once she flipped and the attorney found out she flipped, there still was some communication, and there should have been. So the judge, there should be, so a judge would have the power to remove that. Yeah. But my question, for clarity, is should the judge have removed the attorney, or should the judge have given the client opportunity to keep her, knowing that she would not be able, with stipulations, knowing that it was considered ineffective counsel, as the way I would look at it, because she can't cross-examine the alleged victim. So, wouldn't it be I think the judge in that scenario should remove that lawyer period. And not even ask the defendant if you want to keep or not keep, correct? Yes. I think that's probably that would be but that was my only thing.
Okay.
You keep up.
So anyway, those were my 3 questions that I had for Bruce, because those were very critical questions, because I believe it was my husband, Robert, put it in the chat, that question about if this Carricio had occurred and the judge called the Carricio hearing because the judge felt that there was a conflict of interest with R.Kelly's attorney because of the, one that was going to be testifying, Jane Doe number 5, okay, plus Joycelyn, who would have been testifying on R.Kelly's behalf. Now, the conflict is that the judge saw that they were communicating with her prior to her flipping and even after she flipped. Now, once the judge confirmed that those findings were true, then the judge was supposed to remove Nicole from the case. But the judge did not remove Nicole from the case. She gave R.Kelly the opportunity to keep her, which she knew she shouldn't have given him the opportunity because she knew she was ineffective. And as the judge, she should have removed him. So that could be one of the things that could potentially be a part of this upcoming motion. I don't know. We're just brainstorming over here. We're putting pieces to the puzzle together, one piece at a time over here. We're not going to over puzzle ourselves. We're just going to put out what we have and we're going to put it together, one piece at a time. So now, with that being said, that was why I asked that specific question. Now, the reason, she was supposed to remove Nicole, but she did not remove her. She knew that was a conflict of interest. She should have never asked R.Kelly. But see, that's how the government was playing on R.Kelly as well, because they know that he's not an attorney. He doesn't have the legal knowledge to know that the judge should have made that decision, because she was the one who saw the foul. So the judge saw the foul. She needed to confirm the foul. Once she saw the foul was foul, all she had to do was remove Nicole. And then they could have replaced her with someone else. You know what I mean? And if she left, then Tom probably would have left. You know what I'm saying? Because they came together, and the rest of the squad that came with them. You know what I'm saying? The alleged setup crew is what I say. Okay. And that's alleged. But, hey, it is what it is. But I just wanted to get that clarity. Now, the other question that I was asking was about, hold on, I'm sorry, I got puzzled. One second. So my bad. So yeah, as I was saying, so my first initial question was about the grievance. Can anybody file this grievance on R.Kelly's behalf? Can I just start writing up stuff and presenting things? And is it going to get noticed out of all the people who's associated? But one thing he did say about filing that grievance is that the only person who can do that is R.Kelly himself. And I was glad he was able to clarify that. But also he said, if you had a dog in the fight. So now let's just let our minds run free for a minute, and let's just think about this, okay? Just clear your minds and let's think about this. Let your minds run free for a second. Now, if you're thinking and you're a thinker, and you let your mind just roam free for a second, when you hear somebody say, well, hey,
Choosing the supporters, fans, and other organizations, assuming terrorists, but that they somehow caused this conviction to take place.
We're going to let him rerun that because that was I loved his response. But anyway, let your mind run free and think about this for a second, y'all. Okay. Now, he just said only person can do this is R.Kelly or somebody that got a dog in the fight. Now, unless you is a government witness or you working with the government, because don't nobody know who you is but the authorities, so it's only right for one to assume that you is the police. Okay, and you were sitting on these YouTube streets and you perpetrating yourself as something else, but in reality, you don't. You're the police, because the only people know who you is the police, and one person who ain't said nothing, but they might be the police too. Because you got to remember, this is a messed up situation when it comes to R.Kelly. I'm just saying, we just gonna let our minds run free for a second, y'all. I'm just saying, he said unless you got a dog in the fight. So is you a dog in this fight? You know what I'm saying? Are you sealed in this case? Will you come out as somebody that's unsealed? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying, okay? Just letting my mind run free. These are not facts. These are free thoughts, okay? But anyway, I'm just saying. So yeah, but it's a joke to him. Let's hear what he had to say. I couldn't follow it either. I'm not even going to explain it again, but.
Okay, so I just want to read it. 3
He said, don't say no more.
Grievance.
Wait, let's get this.
Celebrity.
Let's take it one step at a time.
Okay.
The celebrity that we're talking.
The celebrity is R.Kelly.
Okay, is that about R.Kelly?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So people are saying that they allowed domestic terrorists to hack into his defense.
Pretty much. That's what the allegation is being said, yeah.
How so?
And to hijack R.Kelly's federal cases. Also alleging how R.Kelly's lead attorney in his New York trial was actually illegally inserted into the trial as a secret member of the R.Kelly terrorist network.
What are you reading?
Something that someone that's following the R.Kelly's case, he has claimed that he has filed 3 separate grievances on R.Kelly's attorneys, stating that
let me stop you right there. Whatever you're reading, it's bullshit. It's 100% nonsense.
He said it's bullshit.
Whatever the fuck they do. Yeah, you just can't trust everybody that you see out there.
correct.
So here's the thing. I am a real live criminal defense lawyer.
Anyway, I just wanted to play that part. Let's see what else he had to say.
I go to trial.
Okay, let's skip through this, because that was funny.
Saying that he submitted a grievance.
Okay, here we go.
And
Wait.
on the internet is
Wait.
anybody that tells you I go to trial. I win a lot of cases. I lose some cases, but nobody can win every case. Anybody that tells you they win every single case they've ever tried is a liar. Okay. So whatever you're reading on the internet it's just not true. And this person, whoever he is, saying that he submitted a grievance on R.Kelly's behalf, has no standing to do so.
You know what I mean? Yes. Can you help me understand what would give a person the standing? Standing is like when you have a dog in the fight. So let's say I sue my ex-wife for punching me in the nose, and you feel bad for me. You know me, but you don't really know me, okay? And you want to interject, and so you sue on my behalf as well. Well, you wouldn't be able to collect anything, or you wouldn't be able to sue on my behalf because you wouldn't have standing. Standing means where you're a party, for example, to an action. And it means you're involved. So the only people that would have any standing would be R.Kelly himself and the federal government. Was his even a federal case? I don't think this was even a federal case. It was federal. It was a federal. I couldn't remember. It was for the New York trial. That was the RICO. Oh, not the sexual assault one in Chicago. No, that's not happened yet. That's coming in August. It should happen. Yeah. All right. So can I ask my second question? Yeah. Well, I told you I was going to. Oh, no, you're on the second one, so that's fine. Go ahead.
So let's see what the second question was.
Okay. So the most important one that I want to ask you out of the four that I did have was, can you explain to me what it means to substitute counsel?
Okay, so that's what the other one was. Okay, so he answered those questions, you guys. You have to go back and watch it to hear it all over again. But I just wanted to ask those questions, get some answers for education and understanding purposes only. So again, that's my disclaimer. This is for education and entertainment purposes. This is not my attorney. He does not represent me. He is just someone that I reached out to. He is a YouTuber, but he is also a real attorney. He is a real defense attorney in real life. And he's awesome. So again, salute to Bruce Rivers. Make sure you guys go check him out, like, share, subscribe. I'll ask a couple of questions if you guys have a few questions before I end this live. I saw Babe in there. He said he had a few things he wanted to say. So Babe, I don't know if you want to call me and say these things on live or what, but you can reach out to me, and anybody else that want to call in, you are more than welcome to call in. I'm going to put the call-in number. I believe it's right here. I'm going to put it on the ticker. So there it is right there at the bottom. Oh no, it's right there on the screen. So if anybody want to call in, ask any questions about what you guys just heard. Again, we're going to stay positive because again, you guys have to remember, we're still in the elimination of process. And so there's people going to try to stir up the pot. Just let those that want to stir the pot lick the pot, because over here we're going to stay focused. We're not getting caught up in the drama. We're not going to get caught up in the going back and forth. I don't owe anyone any explanations. What I do over here on Pieces of the Puzzle is we're going to continue to put these pieces together one piece at a time. I'm just here. I missed the live. Oh, okay. And then also, if anybody want to come up on the screen and say anything, you're more than welcome to do that as well. And I will put that link in the chat. So also you'll have two ways to reach out. If not, again, just to go over a recap of what you guys just heard for those of you guys that are coming in. If you don't do anything else, please hit that like button. I appreciate you. And I really do. Okay. So please just be respectful in the chat, you guys. Be nice. I don't want my mods to block anybody. I just want you guys to be respectful. That's all I ask. But again, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new, welcome to this channel over here. This is Pieces of the Puzzle. So welcome. You are a piece of the puzzle. Make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Pieces. Yes. So anyway, again, I'm thankful for Mr. Rivers, the attorney Rivers, for answering some of my questions so that I could bring back here for us that's putting together the pieces of R.Kelly's life and his situation that he is dealing with as it pertains to these allegations and this past conviction and what's about to happen in the next comings, because we're waiting for Jennifer Bonjean to drop that pretrial motion. We're really anticipating that, so we're all on high alert. So yeah, we just definitely just wanted to bring that to you guys. And then also just clarify, I was right about the substitute of counsel, but I just wanted to just, clarify it in a better way from someone who was breaking it down for us over here. Pieces. Now, with that being said, you guys, I'm just going to say thank you to each and every one of you guys. I appreciate all of y'all for coming over here, tuned in to this live. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all enjoy y'all Friday. I have some more stuff that I want to present to you guys. We've already did the breakdown of Nicole and what she did in her role play. There's also, I want to go back over Steve Greenberg, Doug Anton. We got a lot of breakdowns to do, so I'm going to separate this one from what I'm going to be doing. But thank you to each and every one of you guys for coming over here. Pieces of the puzzle. Y'all already know. Looks like we got somebody that's trying to call in when I'm ending my live. Which, let me see. Okay, we got a caller. We got a caller, y'all. We got a caller. We got a caller. Yes. You on the live. What's good?
To all you YouTube listeners, I know y'all listen to Levi.
Oh, my God.
All I want to say is this right here. I see intoxicated people say a lot of things out of their mouth, and it just come out, I don't know if he's if he's well educated, overeducated to where he's ignorant. Anybody in their right mind know that he couldn't file. If anybody that's having a legal mind know that he couldn't file no grievance on R.Kelly behalf. He's not even part of the case. He's not even a lawyer. For him to sit there and say the things he said, he's trying to make a fight. Like, he want to prepare himself to be better than everybody. If being ignorant better than anybody, then he won. He have won that contest. See, he even knocked Tasha K out the way of being ignorant. I guess her getting drunk on the show, wasn't enough. Everybody just tuned in. All these people's tuned in for ignorant stuff. If you want the real stuff, you listening to the right place. You know what I'm saying? I try to push her to put nothing but the real stuff out there. Do not think for once that it's just a fight between her and Levi over who knows what. Because this right here is not what it is. If you listen to this man said the most ignorant stuff out of his mouth. He said last night about Nicole Becker being a top attorney, and while, she's supposed to walk in there with them people. No such thing. If that girl flipped on him, there's no way she's supposed to have no communication with her at all. None whatsoever. This lady laid back. She knows she was in effect. She know what she was doing. This lady, and this right here hurt that one case. Because they needed her to question them witnesses as the lead attorney, if he didn't know she was the lead attorney. Because once they was not the lead attorney at first. And then she stood up there and said, find him guilty. And then, not guilty. What kind of attorney do that to their client? And then the judge sit there, knew she's supposed to have removed her. She knew it. And she just piled on. So I believe that Jennifer motion is going to be more powerful than anything, make her overturn that verdict. Because that right there go along with the judge trying to clear herself. The judge can clean all this right up. She ain't got to clean it up, but it's going to fall on her record. And you can believe the appellate courts will overturn it based off that right there. How that judge failed to give him a fair trial. A fair trial means that all his witnesses are supposed to be cross-examined of all knowledge to the case. If anyone missed that right there, if someone lay back testifying against you, you have every right to face your accused with all the best knowledge there is. That's why you have a lawyer. And your lawyer don't supposed to be in communication with the witness. Her lawyer told her that they are representing her and she no longer needs to be in communication with their client. And she did it any old way. You can't do that. That's just like attorney representing me in a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm suing someone and they contact me. You know, everything goes through my attorney. It do not come through me. You have to get up with my attorney. You're not to talk to me. This right here is just common sense. It seems like this world just lost all its common sense. Same way people's trying to figure out how do they come back to, the killings in Chicago. You're not going to come back to killing in Chicago. Because you got to first start with common sense. The people who are in authority do not have common sense. So, people have to stay with common sense. This man here said he had common sense. This man was not dealing with no common sense when he was saying what he was saying.
Who's a terrorist?
This man calling everybody a terrorist. Everybody a terrorist to him. You know? And I'm kind of lost on that right there. How do everybody get to be a terrorist? What is he? Because they protested for R.Kelly. This man never been in a penitentiary a day in his life. This man never been in no jail a day in his life, from what he's saying. A protest had nothing to do with R.Kelly getting jumped on. And R.Kelly didn't get jumped on. Everybody keep forgetting R.Kelly was a street guy before he became a singer. So when they get through, don't nobody know who won that fight. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if R.Kelly whooped this guy or what. Might not bruise him up, but you don't know if he whooped him. You don't know if he flipped it on him or whatever. He might have got kicked in the head fight. You don't know what happened with that fight. But the way this guy here put it, this guy here don't know what he wants to go with. Same way it was with the letter. When he went on Choke No Joke and Bruce busted out. You know what I'm saying? How Bruce not know his son?
Right.
Makes sense. Right. Where's the common sense in this right here, people?
They don't want to see it.
Sense in this right here.
People don't want to use it these days. They just want to make people that's wrong, make them right. And the ones that's right, they want to make us wrong. In your face. Reverse psychology for you.
I know too many of R.Kelly close friends that was with R.Kelly when R.Kelly first started. They don't know this guy. And I have spoke on this to them. They do not know this guy.
Right.
See, they don't want to come out and sit that because they don't want to be involved in this right here. Bad if they want to speak out. But they don't know how the feds is going to flip it on them.
Right.
This guy, he might have been there. My man said he might have came out, but he left. He don't know him, and he showed up to know the other guy. We're supposed to be calling this matter. You know.
R.Kelly ain't never had a criminal record. Man.
You know, so I'm trying to understand, how do ignorant overcome positive? How do no common sense overcome common sense? Where do we lay back and use our common sense at?
Right.
If this was you, would you want somebody to use common sense? I mean, it's a lot of you supporters, y'all be in the bushes or whatever. I ain't saying don't listen to this guy. If you like comedy and ignorant, there you go. He got it for you. He got that. You know? But I mean, he need to start speaking the truth and stop lying like he really doing something. He's going to talk about the Constitution. What do he know about the Constitution? Do anybody know anything about him, know anything about the Constitution? We're supposed to take it out of the mouth of a constitution. Here, a lawyer even told you that she's supposed to remove this man. I'm saying this lady. That wasn't R.Kelly's decision. That was her decision to remove. What did you get a hearing for? You got your answer in the hearing. When you got your answer, you're supposed to say, okay, well, Ms. Becker, you're no longer part of this case. You know you just violated. I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding the peoples who support this.
Who was at the trial and who donate, like, you know, coming through, showing support, like, you know.
But they want to sit there. They want to talk about how his real supporters make back as terrorists and ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Out there doing all the ignorant stuff. They supporters. They upset. The man is locked up for something that he shouldn't be locked up for. And they support him. And some of them got feelings just like you. As a human being, they feel as though they're not being heard. So what you gonna do to get heard? You got to make a scene. And it's like what they feel. If they want to go in behind the barricades or what? You sit there, you supposed to be his cousin, you supposed to be supporting his fight. Everybody that's fighting for him. Don't try to tear down everybody that's fighting for him. You're trying to depart all his fighters from each other. I noticed this right here. About an infighting against the YouTubers. That's not supporting R.Kelly. Everybody wants to be on the same team. Be on the same team. Some stuff you just ain't got right. Don't worry about it. Let somebody correct it for you. When you're wrong, you're wrong.
Eating steaks with snakes.
You know, all this right here I should cognac, drink Budweiser and all this right here. Okay? That's good. That's good you do that. But you shouldn't do it when you come on air. You shouldn't have none of that in your system when you come on there trying to support R.Kelly. If you say you support R.Kelly, you his cousin. Because I'm representing my cousin, I'm going to represent my cousin the right way. I'm going to put that all support. Keep on. Please, whoever you is, YouTubers, whoever, keep fighting for R.Kelly. Y'all being heard. Believe me, the federal government hear y'all. They hear y'all. If they hear you, the rest of the people hear you. I'm quite sure y'all heard one time me coming on live with some of my friends at the house, just guys saying stuff just to be sarcastic, but they lay back, so yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? It's just a joke. And my thing is, don't joke if you lay back and you ain't gonna speak the truth, because some people take your joke as being true. And they think you're right. Yeah, I'm right. Just this man life we're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A person wants to speak so negative on another person because he's doing so good and just try to tear him down. But they always talk about, well, the black community need to come together. Okay. Some of y'all lay back and feel as though that he might be guilty of something. Some of y'all might feel as though he might be guilty of all of them. I can't convince you, but the evidence can. He shouldn't be there at all. The evidence showed that. Everybody wants to speak on Ken, like he came and something shit. No. Every time Nicole punched a hole in the back, knocked the mold out, he got like that fixing himself. Who else was there to help him fix it? Well, nobody there to help him fix it. He showed that in trial.
Right.
Actions speak louder than words. And that he used his action. Now, I can say this right here. The reason why she told all of them to withdraw from the case so she can use ineffective assistant counsel, which in all cases, all lawyers do use ineffective assistant counsel. They look for every reason for ineffective assistance counsel. Since Mr. Levi I want to talk about this right here, just one specific case where it's just ineffective assistance counsel. He want to put that on it and all that right there. I'm quite sure she do got ineffective assistance counsel in there. Mm-hmm. And it might not just be on Nicole. It might be on Tom.
Mm-hmm. All of them. Steve, all of them. Everybody that was a part of it at that team at one upon a time.
She has to use it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She had to let them go to do it, to use it. Can't keep them on and foul that. You can't have them on the case and be fouling ineffective if they're still on the case. So yeah, she knows what she knows what she's doing.
It's common sense in this right here. You know, if anybody know anybody locked up and known them as filing an appeal, first thing you're gonna see in their what's name is counsel was ineffective. All you gotta do is just ask, what was he ineffective for? Well, he didn't do this right here right. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do the investigation right. You know, that's ineffective as a counsel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they failed to investigate this witness here. Mm-hmm. What do you think newly discovered evidence come from? Counsel wasn't able to get a hold of this newly discovered evidence because counsel failed to lay back and go investigate. That's where newly discovered evidence comes from. So something went wrong in this case. This lady, Jennifer, hands down to her. She know what she's doing.
Yeah.
She don't need legal to sit there to file anything. You need to sit there and stop it. You're gonna make the job even more hard than what it is.
But we already know that ain't happening because we heard the attorney say that can't happen. So we already scratched that out. Like he said, unless you got a dog in the fight, you government something, you know. Nobody can't do it but Kells himself. We heard the attorney himself explain that here. So, you know, that's that. We got a lot today. Thank you so much. I appreciate you calling in. And you know, that was a lot. We appreciate all those pieces over here. And free Kells is what we're gonna keep on yelling until it's backwards.
Free them all.
Free them all. There you have it. Thank you to the caller. Get the caller on the line. Let me get that caller on the line. All right, y'all. So yes, again, thank you to everybody. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I don't think y'all all hit the like. Hit the like button. Quit playing and hit the like button. Anyway, subscribe. And thank you all so very much. Again, I appreciate you guys for coming over here to Pieces of the Puzzle. You already know what it is. You're going to get that real, raw, uncut. We're going to research. We're going to reach out. We're going to network. We're going to talk to whoever we got to talk to be able to get, you know, what we have to get understanding-wise. And when we break down this motion, we're going to do it to the best, but if we got to reach out to some others, then that's just what we do. I appreciate y'all. Happy Friday, everybody. Turn up. Free Kells, you already know. Man, shout out to Story. Shout out to Monet. Shout out to Simply. Shout out to my sis, Miss T is in the building. Welcome, Climber. Welcome. Mara is in the building. Shout out, man. Yes. Appreciate y'all. Who else up in here? I see my girl, Paula Taylor. I see you. You feel me? One honey. Okay. My girl Monet is in the building. Yana McCullough. Tokara Nesbitt is in the building. Jacinta Stevens. He's in this puzzle. Erica Smith, Simply Erica, Level Up Now or Never, Frankie Reed, Courtney Love, my baby Robert Lee is in the building. Yeah, see you, girl. My yes. Cool chick _M. DH. D Determined One. B Tucker. Kim Whitehead. All right. Linda Perry. Free R.Kelly. Free them all. Happy Friday. Pieces.